Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa.
Buddhang saranang gacchami.
Buddhang saranang gacchami.
Dhammang saranang gacchami.
Dhammang saranang gacchami.
Sanghang saranang gacchami.
Sanghang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami.
Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami.
Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami.
Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami.
Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami.
Panatipata veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Ānātipāta veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Adinnādāna veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Adinādāna veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Kāme sumiccācārā veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Kāmesu miccācārā veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Musāvādā veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Musāvādā veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Suramēraya majjapamā daṭṭhānā veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Surameraya Majjapama Dattana Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Just have a wish with this observance of five precepts. May this sila be a cause for you all to take the path of Nibbana and attain Nibbana and liberation very easily. And you can say 3 times sadhu just to finish the observance of 5 precepts. And now I am going to start the today's topic that we are going to discuss about experiencing Nibbana in this very present moment, and which is a very special topic. In this special Vesak season, in few days that we will be commemorating the full moon day, Vesak full moon day. So, and also you all can notice during this Vesak season, various people are celebrating Vesak in various ways. So, but as experienced practitioners, so I have met you all earlier as well. So, to pay our most greatest veneration to Supreme Lord Buddha, what we have to do actually, what Lord Buddha instructed us. So that is to practice what I said. Lord Buddha said, you have to practice what I said. And the way of practicing is the greatest veneration and greatest homage that you can pay for me. So what is the practice preached by Lord Buddha? So as human beings, what we have to experience in this very life is the liberation or the Nibbana. So if we are to experience this Nibbana or the liberation or the real freedom, what we have to do and what Lord Buddha has instructed us. So the most crucial point the gracious one has preached is to come to the present moment, to come to the awareness about the present moment, and to live in the present moment, here and now. As per the Satipatthana Sutta, 5 stages of 5 establishments of mindfulness. So Lord Buddha stressed the importance of being merged with the present moment, which means here and now. So the other instruction, the most important instruction given by the Lord Buddha is just let go of the past, let go of the future, which means the detach from the past and the detach from the future. So in this session, I will be discussing these most crucial points that we have to take, we have to practice in order to achieve, in order to experience Nibbana in this very present moment. So first we have to discuss, of course, and what does it mean by experiencing Nibbana in this very present moment? So if I say there is no future, there is no past, then what will be living with us is the present moment. So why I say there is no past and there is no future? What is the past? What is the future? So now I am asking you all a question. What is the past? What is the future? The past is, let's say that we are thinking about what happened yesterday or this morning or just a moment ago. We observed the 5 precepts. Now I am recalling about what happened few moments ago or yesterday or many years back. At what time I am recalling that? In this moment, here and now. We are talking about what happened in the past. Where is this past? It is as a mental formation. Can you go back to the past? If you are going to live in the past, what is it and how is it? It's in the mental imagination. So mental imagination is not the real thing that we have to experience. I mean, we have to be aware that as a mental imagination, mental formation, mental image. In the same way, if we are going to talk about the future, about the next moment, or tomorrow, or in many years back ahead. So then in the same way, what is the future? We are talking about, we are imagining about the future. So what is real for us then? Here and now, present moment. See that now you are listening to this voice. You can hear the sounds in this present moment here and now. Can you hear the sounds which happened a moment ago, yesterday? Or can you hear the sounds which are going to happen in few moments or in future? No, only sounds can be heard in this present moment here and now. And also, when you are seeing, now your eyes are open, you are in contact with whatever you see in the present moment. So if you are going to think about what happened earlier, so what is happening? Where are they? These are the data which is in the mind, and deviating from the present moment, disconnecting from the present moment experience of, let's say, seeing and hearing, you will be connected with the mental imagination, which is mostly happening unconsciously as a habitual formation. To this thing, you have to be aware. That is where the mindfulness practices are coming. Be connected to the present moment. What I usually say is, if you want to fall in love, be fallen in love with the present moment. Be merged with the present moment, because that is your birthright. But what is happening due to this conditioned way of living, the habitual formations, that is how from the birth this mind has been taught. So this mind has not been taught how to be connected with the present moment. Even when we have been to schools, universities, and we have been with our parents and to Dhamma schools and many other places. But this is the most crucial thing that we should be taught, and which is the thing that's not happened from the past. So I think most of you all should have learned about these things, like discuss about these things, how to be connected to the present moment. Because this is what I've investigated, what I've experienced, and therefore I always talk about these mindfulness practices and to be connected with this present moment. So this is when you are connected with the present moment, it is the real meditation. And so I was mentioning these most crucial the factors preached by Lord Buddha. Okay, come to the present moment, let go of the past and the future. And the other thing is, the Lord Buddha mentioned that in this mind, let's say that is how we have to say, in this mind, it is only one thing is happening at a particular time. If you are listening to this voice, you cannot see. Seeing is not happening. Seeing happening afterwards, one after the other. So you have to keep in mind these the relevant special crucial points. So come to the present moment, let go of the future and the past. And one thing is happening at a time, either it is seeing, hearing, or the experiences which are happening through especially five senses. And the sixth one, we will be discussing slowly. So in Bahya Sutta also, the Buddha explained clearly to Bahya. So how these mechanisms are happening, how we have to practice. And if we are to liberate, experience the liberation, real liberation in this present moment. So you will be agreeing with me when we are going to experience this Nibbana or the liberation. We cannot do it in the future because future never comes. Anyway, past, it is not happening in the past because it is also not existing. How it is expecting? What is the past? Past is some kind of data or the thoughts which are coming in the present moment. That is where we have to come to the senses, awareness, that the thinking or the thoughts, thinking mind is working in the present moment. That we are jumping to the data in the mind, which is created by the mind. And if you are in that awareness, okay, thoughts as thoughts, which means you are aware, you are in the present moment. But unconsciously what's happening? The mind is jumping to the past data or the future data. Then what is being created? The film, the drama, my world, my story, and our story is created, and we moved into that. That is what the last part of the Bahya Sutta, Lord Buddha was nicely explaining. Bahya, if you are practicing in this way, which means when it is seeing, it is merely seeing. When it is heard, it's merely heard. When it is sensed, it's merely sensed. When it is cognized, or the thoughts are coming, be aware they are as thoughts. What is the nature of the thoughts? Arising and passing away. So then Lord Buddha showed the Bahya. Bahya, when you are practicing this way, you are not in that. Or which means you are not there. Or you are not here. Or you are not in between. Then where are you? The Lord Buddha's, as you all know, the main teachings of the Lord Buddha, the impermanent nature, suffering nature, and non-self nature. If you are to experience Nibbana, you should know exactly how this impermanent nature is working, changing nature is working. If you are to see the changing nature, because in a deeper levels, the mind should experience. It should be because mind has not never taught to see the breaking points, the gaps between thoughts, the gaps between the phenomena. Because one thing is happening at a time. Then mind is going to experience and learn. Okay, there are no continuous process of seeing, continuous process of hearing, and even the connection, the thinking is happening. So if we are to experience this, the breaking points, the pauses, the emptiness, yeah, there are no you, which is beyond time and space. You have to come to the present moment, here and now. And also, there are the suttas, the Lord Buddha has preached, explained these things. There's this sutta you can go through. You should have already gone through. You should have already discussed Loma Sakangiya Baddeka Ratta Sutta. In that, the Lord Buddha says, just let go of the past, let go of the future, come to the present moment. Being in the present moment, just do this practice of insight meditation, or which means just see. Oh, you are not going to see actually. You will be, it will be seen, it will be your experience that how the changing nature is happening. How the suffering nature is emerging, and also there is a process which is not belong to anybody, which is not being done by anybody, or I, me, or mine, but a process is happening. So when you become meditative, when you become mindful to this present moment, you are going to experience these things. So I will be taking you to experience in the experience to the experience level, experiential level. Yeah, in this moment, uh, that is what we say the guided meditation. So I am going to invite you all. Let's use this moment to be meditative and detached from everything. The first what is happening is, okay, you are detaching from the past and the future data, and you are coming to the present moment experience. When you become mindful to the present moment experience, you will be noticing that is also changing. There is nothing that we can hold as I, me, mine, or my experience or anything. There, your awareness will be coming to the surface, or will be coming to the top. That is what I always remind you all. The meaning of the Buddha means fully awakened one. So, which means we are letting our awareness to be awakened, to come to the surface. Usually, what is in the surface, what is on the surface is the thinking mind. The thoughts are there mostly on the surface, in the mind, in ourselves. That's how, if we talk in terms of I, me, mine, inside myself, mostly the thoughts are there. That's what we call living. So that's why Lord Buddha said, okay, be silent. Just stop what you do. Just stop what you talk. Instead, SMS, slowly, mindfully, silently. Be mindful to yourself. Pay attention to yourself to see what's happening inside this human machine, the human being. So therefore, let's take a practical session, and I'm inviting you all, uh, take a relaxed posture and keep your back straight and adjust your posture in a very relaxed way, because we are to let go of everything, let go of the whole world, and to be fallen in love with the present moment. Even slowly, what will happen is you will be detaching from the present moment as well. So I am inviting you all, please adjust your posture and keep your back straight, and slowly close your eyes. With closed eyes, pay attention to your sitting posture, how you are sitting, from top of the head until the feet. And you can feel in this present moment the bodily sensations. At the beginning, we will be taking 3 long, deep breaths purposefully. After that, we are not going to do anything forcibly. And take a long, deep breath until you feel it from the stomach and to the heart area. And hold it for some time. And feel the heart sensations in your heart area. And then let it go away slowly. Feel the relaxation. And you can remind yourself, I am here and now. Because at the beginning, we are with the sense of I am in the physical experience. And again, take a long, deep breath, hold it, feel the sensations, and release it slowly, slowly. Feel the relaxed nature. Let yourself relax. Don't tense yourself. Again, take a long, deep breath. The last one. And hold it. Feel the heart sensations in the heart area. And then slowly, slowly let it move away. Feel the relaxation. You can feel that you are sitting, but you don't want to name anything. You don't want to think about anything. Just let the experiences happen. And you can simply be anchored to the breathing movement. Let yourself relax in a very deep way. You can effortlessly, in a relaxed way, listen to this sound, how it is arising, and then passing away back to the silence. And with that sound, let yourself be relaxed more and more. It's only the hearing is happening, and it's arising from the silence and changing and then dissolving back to the silence. It's like you are going to sleep in the night, you are detaching from everything. So, in the same way, let yourself detach from everything. Let yourself relax. And your awareness is there on top of everything. In the sleep, what is happening? We become unconscious. But here, we are conscious. Consciously, let yourself relax and detach, even from the present moment experiences. even from this sound, even from the physical sensations. Let them be that you don't want to intervene with anything. Thoughts also can come, but you should be noticing they have become very less. You don't want to think of anything. Simply, you can be aware how the breathing is happening, natural breathing. Let yourself relax very much into very deeper levels, like you are going into sleep, but you are aware. Awareness is there about what's happening. If any thoughts are coming, do not give any value, do not want to entertain in this moment. Let them pass like passing clouds. Hearing can happen, but you are not doing anything. Feeling sensations can happen in the field of awareness. It is also a natural mechanism. Some other sensations can be felt. They are just happening. You are not going to do anything. You are in a very relaxed state, detached state. Even you don't want to give any value to the present moment experience. Let yourself be more lighter and relax. After a silence, the hearing is happening. This hearing is due to causes and conditions. The sound occurred and ears are there. Mind has been together with these two factors. And as a result of these three factors are together, hearing happened. Not that somebody heard or I heard. It is just hearing activity. Hearing happened because of the sound, ears, and the mind. They gathered together and hearing happened. And when the causes are not there, hearing finished. Hearing happened and there is no owner. If the owner is coming, how is it coming? Then the mind is catching the sound and naming it. But in this moment, see, because you are very well aware, you should have noticed that hearing just happened when the causes were there together and the hearing of the bell sound finished. And some other sounds, this voice was heard. So when you are in this way, calm and quiet and in a peaceful state, you can understand how these causes and conditions are working together. And with the disappearance of the relevant causes, how the phenomenon is disappearing or finishing. So now I am asking you all to open your eyes slowly. Even with the opening eyes, be mindful especially that your eyes will be open to the spaciousness and how the seeing is happening. Eyes are opened and the relevant colors and shapes are there. For the form is there and mind is activated and seeing mechanism is happening. Now mind has transformed to the eye consciousness, from hearing to eye consciousness. And in the pure experience of when the seeing is happening, there is no owner. If the owner is coming, I am seeing. How is it happening? After seeing, the mind is coming and catching what is being experienced through the eyes, and then going back to the brain and bringing the past labels to the present moment and creating names. Let me do another exercise. Now, Lord Buddha gave us the instructions to let go of the past and the future, come to the present moment. Right? Now, I am strongly instruct you to disconnect from the past. Just let go of the past. Forget about the past. Right? Stay in the present moment. Then I am going to ask you, I am going to show you something. See what's happening. So you have to just pay attention to the present moment. And now I am showing you something. What is this? What was happening inside your mind? Did you get any names? From where if a name came, from where it came? Were you present at that time? Did you follow exactly what Buddha's instructions? So, when the question and answer session is coming, you can answer me. Now, I will be going ahead with the explanation. So, the moment you see this, see that no naming has happened. If you can catch this point, moment by moment, it's always present moment. So, what is the instruction? Lord Buddha said, that is what I said, to experience this real liberation, you have to consciously experience the cessation point, right? Where the mind has not yet created anything. There's in this stanza, it says, Appamatta namiyanti, appamado amata padang, pamado machuno padang, appamatta namiyanti, which means those who are utterly present, if you are utterly present, that if you are merging with the present moment, what's happening when you are in the present moment with connected to the present moment, the mind cannot jump to the past data or the future data. That is what you have to experience. You will be experiencing when you are becoming meditative, mindfully meditative to the present moment. So these are the experiences which you have to discuss. So if this, the name is coming as a singing ball, from where it is coming? Because what the word singing ball, we have learned, when we have learned in the past, it is in the memory. It is coming to the present moment. This mechanism we have to clearly see how the mechanism is happening, this labeling process. Now, who has put the name as singing ball? When has it been put to this particular item? What is actually here? Actually, here is atoms and molecules, or the simply we can say the soil, or in this picture, or the whatever the you can see in front of your eyes. So we have to clearly get to know how these thought formation, and then that leads to the greediness, the lust, aversion, and the clinging part, and so that is what we call as living. So now we are moving backward and going to the silent space, empty space, to find out the exact mechanism. So usually what is the experience which we have gained from the birth or from the day that we started to learn about things? It is the thinking mind. And thinking mind will be telling, okay, I ask you the question, when these names have been created, even before our birth, some sort of mindsets, when things are in front of their eyes, there were colors and shapes, and for the sake of communication, they have put particular names. This is, okay, none, spectacles, nose, mouth, plants, and those have been named in the past, and they are coming to the present moment. So if that teaching has not happened to this mind, that is how we have to explain it from the beginning. And this mind only knew uh, how to learn the particular names, which is already put to the particular atoms and molecules, or the form or the soil or the Shuddhastaka, Dhatu elements. So, and now this mind is using them and creating its own story, the film. Then, as a result of that, the emotions and feelings are coming to the surface. But when we become meditative, okay, there are this, we call this, you should have heard that we call in this waking state, it is mostly the thinking mind is in activation in a very fast way. But when we become meditative, what's happening is, now even when I am talking, you are experiencing silence in between the words. So if I am going to utter a word like minute or in 5 minutes, one word, in 5 minutes, one word, will you be able to catch what I say? Understand what I say? No, it's very difficult. But because of the past movement, that film is being created. So now we are slowing down the process. And when we move inside, so which means like, okay, from the scientists have named it as the beta state with high frequency. And we are slowing down the process and we are moving to the alpha state. That is the sort of sleep state or the dream state. There, the thoughts will be lesser and lesser. And when the thought is becoming lesser, the awareness is coming to the surface. And this awareness, along with the wisdom, has the capacity of seeing. Not that somebody is seeing. Awareness has the capacity of understanding, seeing. That is a skill which is already inherent in this machine, in this human form, human being. And then there are some other states. These states we are experiencing during sleep. But at that time, what's the state? We are unconscious. So being meditative means we are consciously experiencing these states inside us. The gaps between the thoughts. When we start to see the gaps between thoughts or the gaps between even any phenomena, because this seeing is a process of thoughts, right? We are experiencing seeing and naming it. This is the process of thoughts, chain of thoughts. And hearing also, when we are naming and talking about what we heard, what is happening, what is being created, what is being generated, the process of thoughts. So when we become meditative, mindfully meditative, or coming into the present moment, dwelling into the present moment, when we are diving into the present moment, so we start to see these gaps, silent moments. Then we are realizing that there are no continuations. These should have been your experiences through meditation, because all of you all are meditating, practicing mindfulness. And these are the great teachings of Lord Buddha. So the things are happening due to causes and conditions. Then while you were with closed eyes, when I was singing, using the singing bowl, the sound, I said, this hearing is happening. Where is this hearing happening? That's where in Bahya Sutta, Lord Buddha was showing the Bahya. It is, we can simply say, I mean, for us to understand, because it's not easy, as I explained. This is happening in the spaciousness. Usually, when I am mostly discussing with you all, I'm asking, what is in front of your eyes right now? So now you should be answering me. Okay, that things and the people and everything along with the spaciousness. Those who have with me, because we are always ignoring the spaciousness which is in front of our eyes right here and now. Just pay attention to the spaciousness, empty space in front of your eyes. That is what I call open eye meditation. That is where Lord Buddha was doing this Animisalochana Puja. It says just the Lord Buddha was glaring at the bow tree without blinking his eyes. Actually, he was in cessation, Nirodha Samapatti. So we have to, even for few moments, it's 7 days, but even for few moments, you have to practice, because I've already shared with you all. Please practice this open eye meditation. And if even now, that's why I mentioned the point, experiencing Nibbana in this very present moment. Just pay attention to the spaciousness, what is inside you. Are there any thoughts? Or the silence? Or you are just free from thoughts? When there are no thoughts, clearly recognize that there are no thoughts. But there is an experience because we are in the waking state. But if you are going into deep meditative states, you will be even detached from these present moment experiences. And then you have to discuss about your experience with the teacher or the supporter, the who's giving supporting you with meditation instructions. Then the teacher will be guiding you all to the right path and how to detach, how to come to the sappa mattanami yanti. So the eternal state, even for few moments, because it's uh, uh, if you all can understand, just share with me. This, it is only this present moment which is existing. But if the mind is also detached from that, that's another different experience which you have to come up with. So I am going to again give you the summary. If you are to experience this Nibbana, there are the states where you have to experience. Usually, normal people are in the thinking mode, mostly the thinking mode. And even they don't know that what is working inside them as thoughts. Now, you all should be noticing when things are coming, when you are in the present moment, when you are anchored with the present moment, that is, which is your birthright. Try to come always to the present moment. I am in the present moment. How you can get to know that you are in the present moment? That you can see what is in front of you. Now, let me again ask you that just pay attention to the screen, okay, the nun who is in the screen. Pay attention and keep looking at it. I am going to ask you, what did you eat in the morning for your breakfast? If you are following my instruction, first instruction I gave you, just if you are connected with this picture, can you go into the past, to get to know what you ate in the morning? If it happened, what happened to the present moment scene? These things you have to share with me as your experience. Okay, this is what happened within ourselves. What's happening? The instruction I gave is just keep on looking at me, right? And then I said, okay, what did you eat in the morning? So what is happening? If you are going to answer the second question, what's happening? Your mind is disconnecting from the present moment, seeing and jumping to where? To the mental formation, mental image. Is it true? Can we eat, take something out of it? Can we taste something now? Can we smell it? No. Then is it real? It is just a memory. Okay, just keep in mind there are the special capabilities which mind has. Mind can think. Mind can do activities. Mind has the capacity to keep the memory. This is the capabilities of the mind, not that it is the relevant to somebody or somebody is doing. Because due to the previous karma, due to the ignorant way of thinking, old way of thinking from previous lives, so let's say from the birth, right? This mind was used to gather some kind of energy and they were accumulated. As a result of that, this human form was generated. It has particular characteristics, qualities, right? The mind has these three abilities. Think, it can think. Not that somebody is thinking, thought production is happening. The memory is there. It is a miraculous formation of this human being. That's why Lord Buddha said this the vijnana, the consciousness is creating a magic. This is actually the miraculous magic. So it can see, these eyes can see the reflection. Actually, when just close your eyes and open your eyes. The moment you are opening your eyes, what is happening? Reflections are happening. You know that take that mirror is they are in the environment somewhere. When things are fallen into the mirror, the reflections are happening inside the mirror. When certain things are fallen into the water, in the water surface, the reflections are happening. Let's say that if it is to a wood surface, the reflections are happening on the wood surface. No, because that doesn't have that particular characteristics of creating reflections. This particular eye, in the same as in the mirror, has the capacity to create reflections. So you have to contemplate, you have to discuss and contemplate on these things. How the moment you open your eyes, if your children are in front of your face, my child, my grandchild is there, my husband or my wife is there, my property is there. But what are they actually? This deep, truthful education has to be gone to the deep levels of the mind. Because mind only knows to create, okay, my mother, my husband, my things. But actually, in actual scenario, what kind of process, what kind of mechanism is happening? So when all these understanding is there, what's happening in this moment? You see that your this inner understanding is coming. Nothing to hold on. Some kind of phenomena is happening. Some kind of the what you call process is happening. But it does not belong to anybody. The ownership is happening. The possessiveness is happening. How? The mind is creating some other thoughts as it is mine. I am the one who's doing that. So these things, you should be knowing most of your. If you don't know and has to be investigate in this very life, if you have to experience in Nibbana in this very moment, then what's happening? you will be experiencing the detachment. Even you are among everything, but no attachment, no connection. Things are there. It is happening, we can say experience is happening in the space, right? Experience is happening in the space due to causes and conditions without an order. So now I am going to stop my uh, talk and giving you all to ask questions and share experience. Especially, I am mainly concerned about your experience. Share your experience, and then I can support you with my capacity to experience Nibbana in this very moment.
Thank you.
Look,
Thank,
yes.
thank you, Venerable Ayya Nanda, for that very insightful talk and also taking us through some very practical steps to experience the present moment. I'm sure it's very impactful. It has opened the eyes of many people. And now that I see Venerable Olande Ananda also in the forum, can we ask you,
Yeah.
Venerable Sir, whether you want to make any comments before opening the forum for some questions and answers and a sharing of experiences?
Yes, Bante. It's a
Are
great
you
respect
are you
to.
around, Venerable Sir? Can see him, but probably he has logged off. Maybe so we can ask some questions in the meantime. As the Bhikkhuni wanted, you want to share the experiences more than anything.
Yes, please. So this is the
Anybody who wants
greatest
to raise a
veneration,
question
as I
can
told you.
raise the hand, unmute yourself and share your experience, or you can post the questions. Nobody is asking it. So let me start. So from where do these thoughts come to the mind?
From where?
From where? And all the time, as long as we are awake, thoughts are flowing into our mind. So from where do these thoughts come? Are we
Now I am
going to attain Nibbana? Are we going to
asking back
stop
the
this?
question.
Yeah.
Now you are asking back the question. If you have experienced,
Yes.
right? If you were really meditative, mindful, you have to give me the answer. From where, as per your experience, I'm asking you. Did you notice, okay, during this session or in your previous sessions when you are meditating by yourself, have you noticed when the thoughts are coming, when they were coming
Yes.
as
But
thoughts?
what I thought was all these thoughts that come to our mind, whether it's in the past or the future, it's really based on one's memory. It's related to
Yeah.
one's memory that we shift into the past, and again, based on memory, the past experiences that we shift to the future as well. So at the present moment, if you have to stay entirely and exclusively on the present moment, that means there has to be a cessation of thoughts. So now my question is, can we go on in our day-to-day activities with a complete cessation of thoughts without integrating our past experiences into that present moment? Is that a requirement to attain Nibbana, or do we have to do something else?
Yes, I would say you have to experience this thoughtless state within yourself, which is there, right? So I said I am
How to get on in day-to-day life? The thoughtless
yeah,
state. You are
okay,
engaged in various activities. You'll be eating, drinking, talking to
yes,
people, driving vehicles, doing your job. In all
okay.
that situation, how do you reconcile with that day-to-day activities in a thoughtless state?
Yeah, it's like this. Actually, we are now experiencing Nibbana or liberation means we have to understand, as I told you, there are states inside us, okay? Thinking state, thinking mode, and where there will be thoughts and detached from the thoughts. right? And also, there are like cessation state where there are no thoughts at all, and we call it that state as spiritual death or egoic death. It is same as what we are experiencing in the sleep, right? So these states are being named as, okay, beta state, thinking mode, and alpha state, where you will be moving, detaching from the thoughts, and the theta state and the delta state. So theta state is also it's sort of that you are detached from the thoughts, and delta state is the deep sleep where it is like the death, right? These states you have to experience consciously, uh, like let's say when you are, let's say in the meditative state, or in your day-to-day time period. So then when you are coming, after experiencing this whole process, right, now you are fully aware about the whole process of how the mechanism is happening, right? Usually what is the experience is only the thinking mind. Now after experiencing these things, after realizing all these states, so there you have understood the impermanent nature, the suffering nature and non-self nature, right? So earlier you didn't have this understanding or the realization. Now you are working again, you are engaging with your day-to-day with that understanding. There, in the waking state, when you are doing day-to-day activities, of course, you have to deal with the thoughts. Thoughts are the things which are converting into actions and words. But now, it is like you are, I told you, Buddha, the word Buddha means the fully awakened one, which means the consciousness has come to the surface. Awakened consciousness, awakened awareness is there. Then now you are aware, you are handling this tool, the thinking mind, with this the wisdom and the awareness. There okay, these are the thoughts are coming, right? It's like clouds in the sky, where white clouds are there, the dark clouds are there, they are coming. When we are in the waking state, day to day, normal, as you said, in non-normal day to day activities, thoughts are coming. So now the useless thoughts are coming, bad thoughts are coming, useful thoughts are coming, the helpful, the thoughts which are beneficial for myself as well as they are coming. Now I have the understanding, you have the understanding, okay, these are the thoughts which I have to use for day-to-day living. That is the liberated way of doing. These are the thoughts I should let go. That capability is developing through these practices, mindfulness practices, and understanding. So earlier you unconsciously you were dealing with unconsciously these the thinking mind, the thoughts. Now you are consciously handling. That is the difference. So then your actions, that is where actually the Eight Noble Path, that the words you do, you talk, the actions you do, the how you live, everything is meaningful for yourself as well as others. So this altruistic way of living, the truthful way of living, realized way of living, as that is how we do our greatest veneration to Lord Buddha. So now we have in the state where Lord Buddha asked us that real way of living, the mindful way of living. Did I answer your question?
Yes, thank you. I wonder whether
Yes.
there are any questions from anyone else.
Yes, please share your experience even during the session. Because I have another Sinhalese session at 6:30. That's why I wanted to
Leaving
leave
in another
early.
3 minutes time, she'll be leaving this forum. Can have a quick
Yeah. So,
question.
yes, sir.
You can have a quick question.
If I say what I have been doing after listening to all types of meditation and trying all Anapana Sati and whatever that was taught, I thought we must practice living meditation. To start with, what I do is find a time very quiet and sit down, close my eyes so that the five senses are more or less nullified. And then I look for the first thought that comes. It will eventually come. And then I recognize that and leave it. Then another one comes, another one comes. And then you find that the frequency of thoughts tend to slow down a little bit. And there seem to be gaps between them. And
Exactly.
that is somewhat good. And then you get dragged away anyway by some thought. And then you come back, leave it and wait without thinking. Well, reject any thought that comes. First thing is you got to recognize that a thought has come. Otherwise, you
Exactly.
just go on with it. Now,
Yeah.
you can't say, I don't sit down and meditate for hours. But what I do now is, while working, I take a pause. And then I think, what's the thought that's in my mind? And then, of course, I get back to doing my whatever I'm doing. And then I'm very clear. And then I occasionally stop and do, right, this dish I washed, right, that's in my mind. Take a gap. And then continue, because you can't do it throughout the day, then you slow down far too much. But this is a practice I call living meditation,
Exactly.
especially,
Mindful living.
especially, especially when emotions come. Something happens and you get upset or something, you tend to, right, let's see what happened to the mind. I got a little irritated. Then the reason why I got irritated disappears. And then the sense of irritation also calms down. So that even with a very good joy, I have tried to practice that. Okay, I'm very happy now. That's what the mind says. Okay, we'll see. And then the reason for that joy has gone and the joy itself has sort of calmed down. So this is what I practice. I know. What do you think about that?
Exactly. Exactly. That is the way that we can. I will add certain things to what the sir said. When this, okay, let's say the irritation is coming or the joy is coming. These are due to causes and conditions at that particular time. Due to causes and conditions, they are rising and passing away. Let's say this as a the most the crucial problem is when these negative emotions are coming. No, so they are arising. If as example, anger is arising because this formation of anger is deeply deposited in the system, right, in the human system. So when the relevant causes and conditions are there, it is coming to the surface. So that is what we call cause and effect, dependent origination. Therefore, then if you are watching you as a third person from outside with awakened awareness, then what is happening? You don't want to be responsible for that. Then you are forgiving yourself. You can easily let go of the things. So that's
Yeah.
how you practice. So that is what you have to keep on doing. And so the understanding of these causes and effects, that is the very nice thing, right? So the particular phenomena is happening, we can at the beginning we can say it is in the space, not in this body. Or this Sela Sutta. Naidang attakatang bimbang, naidang parakatang aga. Hetum paticca sambhuta, hetubhanga nirujjati. So it is not happening in this body or another body. So if this body is, what is that? Okay, this if this mind comes and say, this is my body. What is that? That is a thought, which is arising and passing away. Where is this then, this body? That's why when we move into the deep, the understanding levels, it is coming. Okay, okay. This is when the relevant causes and conditions are there. That the experience is happening, understanding is happening, the feeling sensations are happening, hearing is happening, the coming emotions are happening. But when these particular the causes and conditions are no more together, it's finished. Very easy.
But
That's how.
unless you are able to recognize that it has come from somewhere outside, no, you are not responsible, then you can leave it. But what happens is you get hooked onto it and then proceed with it, and then arguments or whatever, and the anger lasts for
Exactly.
days. No, but once you are able to recognize that it doesn't belong to you, that tends to disappear within maybe, if not a minute,
Yeah, few
seconds.
seconds.
Yes.
Exactly. What is needed? That is bhavito bahulikato abhinyaya sambodhaya nibbānaya samvattati. Keep on practicing. That is what Lord Buddha said. Okay, that is the greatest veneration you have to do. Keep on practicing. You have to offer me with the practice. Practice it.
Thank you.
So when you practice, what is happening? So it's like you are coming to the autopiloting state.
Yeah.
Right? You know how the driving is happening. So at the beginning, you had to put a lot of efforts. And once it becomes your own the thing, so it's naturally happening. So in the same way,
Thank you. Thank
because we are not familiarized with the truth. That is this mind, I used to say this mind has not taught, but we were taught from the beginning, from our birth, from the school, from our parents or the school, the universities. They're all nonsense. So therefore, so you have to, this is such an interesting thing to investigate about our own mechanism. So this is what actually I am inviting you all again because there are some, more than 20 people here. So we are conducting this, the mindfulness training programs for school children as well. So recently I conducted some programs. So I let children, okay, to be meditative, be calm and quiet. Then I asked them, how was it? Was it irritative? Was it uncomfortable? They said, no, that was really relaxing and we were happy. Then I asked, did you spend money to buy that? Experience that? No. Was it, was it? It is within us. So that's why we have to show the mind that there is this particular, we call this, what we call the Niramisa Sapa, beyond the pleasures and the things. So there is a kind of the relaxation and peaceful nature, unshaken nature. So that once we consciously experience that, then mind cannot reject it. The inner nature cannot reject it. That is there within each and every human being. That is the birthright. So that is what we have to practice. That is why Lord Buddha said, you have to offer me with this the way of practicing and applying Dhamma into your life. So then, so you are merging with the Buddha energy. You are
you.
merging with the field of awareness. So
Right.
then,
Thank you very much, Ayya,
yeah.
Nanda, for that talk. And I think it's very appropriate on the verge of Vesak. Couple of days' time we have Vesak. To attain Nibbana is the goal. Thank you very much for that very practical and insightful talk. I think you had to attend another program, so we'll leave it there. Thank you most profusely for your preparation and the presentation so that we can...
Okay, to finalize the wind up the session, let me pass the merits
That will happen
and
a
bless.
little later. That will happen a little
Ah,
later. We'll do it.
okay,
We'll release
because
you.
I am okay.
Yeah,
Okay, then
we'll
all
release you.
may
Yes,
okay,
we'll
may all
release you.
beings be well, be happy, and be able to attain Nibbana very fast and very easily in this very present moment. Okay, Triple Gem bless you all, and Teruvan Saranai.
Right. Thank you very much.
Much merit,
Thank you very much.
Bhikkhuni Mahansa.
Okay,
And,
Professor Manori, thank you very much, and Sureka and everybody. So it was a nice session, and keep practicing. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. So I'm willing to share my experience with you all. So then, Triple Gem bless you, and see you maybe another time.
right. Thank you very much. So we
Okay,
shall...
I'm going to leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks. Thank you. We shall
Teruvan
continue with the rest of the meeting today. I think we
Yeah.
have to go back to the minutes. Can I request Anoja, who is one of our past presidents, to read the minutes of our last meeting, please?
Can you hear me?
Can hear you. Thank
The
you.
minutes of the meeting of the servants of the Buddha held on Saturday, 3rd May 2025 at 4:30 p.m. through Zoom. I'm afraid there's a huge background noise here. I hope that's not disturbing you.
No, you're fine.
Right. Speaker Ajahn Sujato, topic authenticity of early Buddhist texts and practices then and now. The meeting commenced with an introduction by the president, Professor Manori Senanayaka, after which Ajahn Sujato, the speaker for the day, administered Saranagamana and Council, after which the minutes of the previous meeting were read and adopted. Thereafter, Ajahn Sujato conducted 5 minutes of Anapanasati meditation. Moving on to the subject, Ajahn Sujato said that regardless of the early Pali text, that all schools of Buddhism teach the essence of Buddhism and that one could follow the path without studying the sutras. With regard to the sutras, namely the early Pali texts, which are the words of the Buddha, there is enough evidence to support their authenticity. In the latter part of the 20th century, some scholars from USA tried to put forward the view that the sutras were constructed at a later time. However, the authenticity of the sutras can be verified by many factors. Firstly, the Buddha referred to place names in the sutras and to whom the sutras were preached. The places referred to in the sutras exist even today and can be verified. Varanasi, Isipatana, Vesali, Rajagaha, Kishinara, etc. are places that one can visit to this day. Secondly, the details of the context are so clear that they speak for themselves in terms of authenticity. Rivers, vegetation, and topographical details are given in the sutras, which can be verified. Thirdly, the nations that existed at the time, namely the Vajis, Magadhans, etc., are clearly stated. The conflicts that took place between these nations are also explained in great detail, and the Buddha's efforts to resolve these conflicts is further evidence of the authenticity of the text. The specific situations referred to in the sutras are clear and verifiable and could not be fabricated later. The subsequent Asokan pillars indicating the specific places are also irrefutable evidence. Thus, the efforts by these American scholars to refute the authenticity of the early Buddhist texts are without foundation. During the Q&A, Don De Silva spoke of the environmental evidence, such as the Neranjana river close to the site of Buddha's enlightenment and the Kusa grass found in the area, plus reference to various hills and valleys, which also provide further support to the authenticity of the early Buddhist text. After concluding remarks, the meeting terminated with the offering of merit to all beings.
Thank you, Anuj. Are the minutes in order? Somebody will, okay. Thank you, Manori. The minutes are in order and we shall adopt it in the current state. And just a couple of announcements to be made before we wrap up. That's 13, that is the day after Vesak. We'll be having a usual Poet Day program at the Maitri Hall. It's a physical meeting and there'll be no live streaming of the program. It's a day's program starting from 8:30 to 3:30. A lot of people have already registered for that program, and we would like to see you all there on that day. That is the 13th, Tuesday. And the Dhamma talk for next week, that is 17th of Saturday, the usual time 4:30 p.m. is the talk that will be delivered by Ajahn Sujato from Sydney, and he's coming to Sri Lanka, and we at the Maitri Hall is very much honored to have him on that day physically present at the Maitri Hall, and it will be a hybrid meeting. So our international participants can also link onto that through the Zoom platform. That's 17th May, Saturday, 4:30 p.m. Sri Lanka time. And Ajahn Sujato will be talking to us on the 4 elements. So with those announcements, I think we can go on to the Anumodana. Venerable Olandana, I can see you in the picture now. Can you be most kind to please do the Anumodana, please, and wrap up this meeting?
All right. Akasatta Chibumata Devanaga Mahindika Punyang Tang Anumodita Jirang Rakang Tuloka Sasanang Akasatta Chibumata Devanaga Mahindika Punyang Tang Anumodita Jirang Rakang Tudesanang Akasatta Chibumata Devanaga Mahindika Punyang tang anumodita chirang rakang tutang sadanti ettavata cha amhi sambadang punya sampadang sambhidita anumodantu sabbi dhamma anumodantu sabbi sangha anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya.
Thank you, Venerable Sir. And before we close this meeting, Manori will have to make an announcement, a very important announcement. You can do so now, Manori.
Thank you, Professor Kolita, and permission from Bante, where we'd like to, it has been a very, very good meeting on some very profound aspects of the Dhamma, which we have practiced. So we like to transfer these merits. We have done so to the Devas, but also to the departed and our relatives, the members of the society. And there is also a special transference of merit to the father of one of our very loyal, faithful, regular followers, Samantha Jayatilaka, who is present here with us today. Her dad, Mr. Upali Jayatilaka, it was 3 months ago that he passed away, and Samantha has made a very generous contribution to our society. She has been a great donor at Vesak times, and this time it's on her dad's birth, 3 months, which falls exactly in the 3 months is up today, I believe. So we have to remember Mr. Upali Jayatilaka also when we transfer merit to the departed. I will just go through the stanza. Idamme nyati nang hotu sukita huntu nyatayo. Idam ho nyati nang hotu sukita huntu nyatayo. Idam ho nyati nang hotu sukita huntu nyatayo. Imina punya kammena mame bala samagamo satang samagamo hotu. Yama nibbana patya idamme punya kamman asavakyo vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamucchatu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.